Okay, let's see. I don't know when it's going to actually start, so I'll just start talking. What I want to do is go to the YouTubes. And I want to load my live stream, which is this one right here. And open this. Oh, it's going. That's good. And I want to say, hello! Exclamation point. If you type into the chat, my system will read it to me aloud! Exclamation point.
Hello. If you type into the chat, my system will read it to me aloud.
Nice, okay. So, let's get on our way. I'm gonna go to the surface as I plot my route. I am currently in this Urivari something maybe? Ugrivari system. About 25 kilometers, 25 light years from Kamada Hanu. And I'm going to plot a route out back to my first ever discovered Earth-like world. About 4/5 of the way, 5/6 even maybe. Basically 5,200 light years from where I'm at. About 120 jumps. Let's see, Discovery, Marque's World. I really meant to zoom out before I did that. Let me go back. Just because I want the perspective of just how far it actually is. Let me zoom out. Zoom out a little more. A little more. And a little more. Okay. So we're talking across the dark part of that arm. We're going out to Marque's World. Right here. Gonna base myself out of here for a little bit as I explore the general area, see what's what. So let's plot our route to here, not to here, to oh, because I didn't actually. Yeah, well, sorry, you get to watch that again. Da, 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 da. I'll just set that to start plotting a route because it takes a little bit. 5,208 light years from Kamada. Essentially, 5,200 light years from Kamada Hanu, give or take. What's a 25 light year jump here and there when your boat does almost 50? Come on. Just so we can get kind of an idea of just how far
we are heading into THW Rift in the morning.
Very cool. Who is that? Actually, I can pull it up on my phone. It doesn't give me your actual name. It says, oh, okay, yeah, hey, dude. You're heading into the Rift? $5,200 for 120 jumps. So, an hour or two. Something like that. And this is the bird I'm traveling in. Whoops, come on. That's what I need is button problems first thing before I'm even going out. Let's see. So I've got
Zerera.
Rock on. See, unnecessary gear here. Let's see. Yeah, 49.53 when totally unladen. So Very decent jump range for a Asp Explorer. And let's get the hell out because I'm getting sick.
Ship released. You are clear for departure.
Thanks. Come on, Cobra, get the hell out of my way. Come on, hustle your ass. I don't know. People have been reporting getting reckless flying tickets. If that wasn't reckless flying, I don't know what was. I didn't hit anybody, but I was certainly speeding. I'm still speeding. So I don't know. I think it's bullshit, what I think. Come on, mass lock, mass lock. Got 96% health on my paint job, so I'm hoping that wears off again as I repainted it. Hyperspace. Make sure my shit's lined up here.
You are now clear of the station. Imperial Flight Operations Bureau.
Thank you, Imperial Flight Operations. This is the Far Strider. I'm out. Place I haven't been yet. That's perfect. That's bodes well for the trip here. Got a real nice fuel scoop on this. I didn't even hit my max. Nor my heat max. That'll work. I doubt there's anything really here to see. I mean, I'm still in the bubble, so there's not going to be any yummy treats to scan. Yeah, there was nothing else to see. Zoom.
Frameshift drive charging.
Don't need any charge going to weapons. I have no weapons on this thing at all. Nothing in the hard points. Not even beam lasers. It's for being light to get the almost 50 light year jumps. I did wise up and put heat sinks on it, and that took it down below 50. That's the only reason that it's not, was it 51 point something? Holy shit, this is exactly why I have heat sinks, because look where I wound up. Right in the middle, between two freaking suns. I think I've been here before. Yeah, I've been here before. I don't think this is the system that made me ultimately decide to do it, to put the heat sinks on, but it was close to home, I remember that, and I've been here, and it's two suns, so it very well could be the same system. Kind of gently cruise around the planet, wait for my heat to go below 60, and then I can power up here. Should stay within the safe zone. Yeah, because the difference between how far away I'm getting as the temperature drops and the temperature gain of the engine at the same time equals out to 60. Shit you come to realize 120, 150 long jumps. Really hope I plotted that with I used KGB foam. That's what I did. Double check that in a minute, but it's true. Could be a little lazy with the field scooping too, but I don't want to get caught off guard. I am going into territory. Okay, let me check that. Oops. Oh, 2 over. Yeah, star class, KGB foam applied to the route. Okay. I'm all good. Sometimes I miss out on things when I do, but when I get to Marque's world, what I plan to do is to unlock all those restrictions on the mapping and explore. I don't know what all else is out there. I was hauling ass trying to get back home in an hour and a half, I think is what I had, before I had to go to bed for the night. I didn't want to park somewhere. I wanted to get to a station and turn in some of my data because I had all these cool things when I found Marque's world. And I was like, holy shit, my first Earth-like, and I didn't have time to stop and play. Well, I'm going back. That was actually over a month ago. And so we'll see if anything else is developed in that area. I don't think there's going to be any, stations there or anything. I'm certain of that. Almost certain, I guess, is what I should say. But, yeah, I'm babbling. I am babbling. 58 this time. 60, there it goes. This next one, I'm going to have to start checking systems, because I'm not sure if I'm flying through Federation space or not on my way out. I didn't check that on the map. I just started hauling ass, which is not always the smartest thing to do. So this time maybe I'll park a little off of the thing here. Get my scan in. Then check to see what I got. While she drinks just a little bit at a time, I can get my shit together and see that it's long ago discovered, I'm sure. Oh yeah. No stations. I haven't explored it, but I don't give a shit on. Bunch of moons. Bunch of rocks. Looking for earth-likes, water-likes, high metal, ammonia worlds. Thank you. I like to go just look at beautiful gas giants, cool, unique star systems, stuff like that. Not really picky. I mean, a bunch of rocks are a bunch of rocks, and I don't need to scan them if I don't have to. Someone else can be, even if they are undiscovered. Often I'll scan a star, maybe 1 or 2 systems that are, the rocks that are close or whatever, but then I'll hop out and somebody else clean up afterwards. I know it's sloppy, but when you're trying to get somewhere, like, this is a long haul, 120 jumps. If it's a bunch of rocks and not, earth likes, water likes, high metal, etc., I'll leave them. Fuck them, Wasn't raised right by the Explorers Corps, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, disengage early on that one. Fuck them. I got plenty of fuel, and I'm not I don't even know how far that's out. I don't care. It's already discovered. Jump. It's at 114. So I'll probably drink fuel scoop at this next one here, because I've got down to about a quarter of a tank, give or take there, or a third even, maybe. So long jumps. I haven't been really looking to see how far these jumps are. So this next one's 46. Yeah, see, 48. So, I mean, she got long legs. That's why I called it the Far Strider, because I want a 46.0. Yeah, because I get a decent a decent range on each jump. So it's only 120 to go out 5,200 clicks, There's top fuel scoop is 494,
Fuel scooping complete.
and it just drink bong we're gun, you know. Let it cool down.
Frameshift drive charging.
Should be fine. So if you've never watched one of these before, of me doing stuff, and my problem before with the HOTUS, when I did my longest expedition before, I had my joystick and stuff mapped so that the system map would pop up on the same button as, like, you would hold down and then it's the joystick, that down and to the side would get confused with the thing, and I'd end up jumping when I was intending to go into the system map to look, when it would turn out, yeah, shit, I was too busy talking, not paying attention to what I'm doing. It would do that, and it would jump, and I'd be in the fuel scoop distance still, and I'd be destroyed, heat-wise, because it turning on your frame shift drive while you're in fuel scoop within that distance of the sun burns you right the hell up.
Frameshift drive charging.
I mean, it goes up like 20% or so from whatever it starts at. So if you're already at, 65, 70, module will start to sizzle and stuff. I got the habit of pulling back on the thruster here when 4, 3, 2, 1 at the 4, I pull back on the thruster so that when I jump in, I'm standing still and I'm not like ramming into a sun. It's always in pain. I tend to wait till I'm out these days because, yeah, I hate that shit. Get a little distance, pop that. Totally different. It's all on the thruster now to pull up this map. Unexplored, no one's seen it because no one's wanted to go out. How far? How far? Because I'll take a star. Fuck it. It's not a million. Yeah, that's too goddamn far. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that bullshit. Lock and engage. Get the hell out of Dodge. Find it. Zoop, zoop, zoop. I'm not gonna go. That's about 10 minutes or 15 minutes of sitting here. I've got momentum. I want to just keep moving. So, case in point for reasons to abandon things that potentially could be new discoveries by me. I don't give a shit 15 minutes to go find some star that clearly two other people have passed up. Just not worth hauling that far out to. It's maybe 500 or 1,000 credits. So, in other words, nothing impressive. When scanning the right planet, which I may check this system out, 27 discoveries, 27 things here, and I really should refuel. I need to pay attention instead of. So I'm gonna go touch the scoop field here. Okay, come on, easier. That's enough, and it'll be over before I'm done loading the fucking system map, I'm sure. Nope. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, but somebody's been through here.
Fuel scooping complete.
Look at these things. Water worlds. 3 of them? Is that 3 water worlds here? Is it worth going out? It's worth going out. I'm gonna hit these. Let's see what this is. I'm still fuel. No, I'm not. Okay. I gotta look at these planets here. Doesn't look like a water world. That looks like a maybe an Earth-like, maybe a high metal. Start to tell by the portraits after a little while that what looks like what. Yeah. High metal content. Could also tell what a world is based on its sound, not just its picture, but its sound. So I think one of these is a water world and one of these is a they're twins. They're in the same orbit. They're orbiting each other. But that's what that link together like that meant. And they're a little bit further out, but I think that they are also either that looks like a high metal world portrait in the scope on the lower left. So maybe not. Maybe I'm just fooling myself thinking I know what I think I know as far as sounds and what the picture in the system map looks like. It'd be nice to have a further zoom in, you know, my advanced sensors here on this bird. But it is what it is. I can deal with that. Everything's fine and dandy, over 100%. Okay, good. So I'm not ramming into it. Take time to scan. High metal content again. Maybe this other one will be too. Could be Webbit. Could be. That one looks like it might be. I don't know. I'm just gonna shut my mouth because I'm apparently don't know. Yeah, those were all high metal. But I mean, they're all worth more than a sharp stick in the eye. So I'm not gonna complain about having to go scan them. But I really thought they looked like water worlds due to the coloration. Generally, anything blue is worth going to take a look at. If for no other reason than it looks cool. You might notice most of my ships are all blue or blue and white. Tend to like those color schemes. Here comes one of my co-pilots. Hi, Mickey boy. Yep. How you doing, pal? How you doing? Get you on the microphone. Time for a nap. Ooh. this installed on a kind of a reclining lawn chair, and I can lean back and the cat can sort of just climb on and do his thing.
Frameshift drive charging.
Inspect every little part of the headset and switches. Snuggle up. Good boy. He's a good boy. You can see pictures of him on my Twitter account if you want. CDR marqueA2.
Fuel scooping.
So it's a good spot to let it do its thing. Yeah, baby. Bunch of rocks. Already explored by somebody else rocks. Somebody who actually has good manners, because that person had clearly done the entire system.
Fuel scooping complete.
There's a few that I've done like that on the way out, and it's like, oh, I found a new system. Let's, pick up a whole bunch of stuff. But a bunch of rocks are worth maybe 50 credits each. Discovery gives you, what, another 1,000, 2,000 for a rock.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'll leave it for somebody else who will get the thrill of the, hey, I found this planet that somebody left over. I mean, soon I'm going to be in the area where there's very few people, so a few stuff to scan. Start to see more and more new stuff. What you get? Down there. He still wants to chew on it.
Fuel scooping.
Good key. Interactors. It's pretty. Steve Mamba.
Fuel scooping complete.
See, Steve went out and found this, I'm sure, and then Grack followed behind and found those. I'm sure Grack wasn't here first and, didn't scan that, because I'm betting that this says Steve Mamba. It sure the hell does. So he scanned the big bodies and left the little rocks. I don't feel so damn bad. Cloud reading, kill scooping range. So I can chill. It's
Frameshift drive
more than
charging.
nothing is what I got, like 100 left, 7. 20 down. Well, less than 20. 13 now. Right, pussycat?
4, 3, 2.
Do that you can.
Fuel scooping.
Yeah, I'm following in these guys' wakes. They did something similar.
Fuel scooping complete.
Who's the god? Oh, what everybody.
Frameshift drive charging.
it, pal? What's it? Yeah, a bunch of discovered stuff, I'm sure. Even the little rocks. I'm on a pretty well-traveled path between here and the Cat's Paw Nebula. The bubble. Here being the bubble. And the Cat's Paw Nebula. Before, what I did was, I went... This is the typical exploring trick that I use, is I'll pick a route that's like, 2,000 light years out or whatever, and then I won't plot to that. First, I'll plot up. I'll see essentially where is that new place. Exactly. Like where is it vertically above where I am now, and I'll go now and go up vertically to that plane first, and then go horizontally across to the new target that's 2,000 light years out or whatever. Get a lot more new discoveries that way because you're off the plane between the typical planets of the bubble and wherever you're headed. More purpley color to the bow. And I'm starting to find large astro objects in them. Might even have... Oh, look at this here. All undiscovered. Except for the first place. And he didn't even bother with that. See? Here's somebody who didn't even bother to like scan all the possible options in system. I know how it goes, because I'm the same way. I'm going to check how far out those stars are in a second here, but I might be able to just scan them right from here. Sometimes that's possible. And here I am, 450 light seconds out from that gas giant, and it's scanning it, and I barely peeled away from fuel scoop. So that's just lazy. That's like, I'm just going to... He was hauling ass, apparently. I've been there. I've done that. And left things like this sitting out there. So, I mean, I'm preaching to the choir, I guess, or, Class 1. Yeah, so let me look back here and see just how far out this is. And that answer's gonna be... It's not far. See, this is the trick. It shows 11,000 light seconds. Seems like a long freaking time. It says it's going to take 11 minutes. It's not. My speed is 17.18 point whatever C speed of light. That's going up. So that's going to go up faster and faster as I get out of the gravity well of the central sun. And then it'll slow down again as I get back, as I get into the gravity well of this secondary, as I get into B, or it's probably going to be B. So it's not going to take 11 minutes. It's already down to 5 or 6, and it's jumping a lot faster than second counts there. It's going, and I'm only doing 36. See, so in a minute here, it's going to change. The sound will change of the engine. And I'll hit a spot where it just starts like gaining exponentially speed. And then I have to slow down. The kind of stuff that wears the paint off your hull, which is kind of what I'm looking for to get this thing looking back. And I don't want it back down to 0. Problem is that I took a turn at going to Hutton Orbital, which is literally 90-minute trip. See, 6,000 K out, light seconds out, and I'm able to scan it. I don't even have to go all the way to the system unless I want the inner rocks. I'll see what's up there. I forgot already. I like to break the plane of the elliptic. That's the orbit in which all the planets are orbiting there. You can see it now appearing as an oval as I get off the direct approach to it. I like to do that so I can sort of see where things are, right? I know that I can approach this one, then the one that's a little closer in, and it's got some neighbors, etc. I don't have to take them in any... I don't have to go to the map and select and yada-da. I can see what I'm doing right here, and it works just fine. But these little rocks here aren't going to scan until I'm too close to them, so I may want to think about that too. As I got my momentum, it's all a bunch of little rocks. That's the problem. Yeah, so I have to get in kind of close to scan those, probably within 100 light seconds or so, I think. I can't remember if these scanners, I think I've got long range on these, it might be like 120. I don't want to slow down, because otherwise I'm going to fly right past them. 108. See, that eats all my speed, unfortunately, and then it makes exploring the rest of the system a little bit longer. So you gotta kind of strategically pick which rock you approach first if you're gonna go rock seeking here. So these should all be discovered by moi eventually. To a station that I can cash them in at. Next closest is here. Oh, here. Then just do them like the rosary. Hail Mary, Mother of Grace, and all that, you know. Boom, 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 down the row. Hail Mary, full of grace. That's what it is. Lapsed Catholic, apparently. Come on, pussycat, stop that fighting. Got two co-pilots here, and they like to beat each other up. Probably leave the third sun for the next wise guy to come along. No reason to be greedy, I guess. And I want to get on my way. I got still 104 jumps to go. I really don't want to be scanning a bunch of rocks. I think I made that pretty apparent already, that it's not my favorite thing to be scanning. They don't really profit very much even for a first discovery. It's nice to have your name on things, but... Kitty cats, hey! Just gotta break it up. Rocky Ice World. Yo, Adrian! Give me an ice cream. Really bad Rocky Balboa. I know, I don't care. I want to be so lazy I'm going to leave the rest of them because I want to get the hell out of Dodge. I want to get on with my future and dreams here. So engage, locking and rolling. Eventually, the Cat's Paw Nebula should become visible in the. Matter of fact, I think it might be a little dark blotch to the left of my mouse there. My spot cursor, target lock, thingamabob, orange circle.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
See which is faster. This is all undiscovered now. I could have had this system, but I don't care. 4, 3, 2. Doesn't have any planets at all. It's not really. I mean, it's a fuel scoop spot, and other people will be along eventually.
Fuel scooping.
This one's got 10 bodies. It might have something. It's worth looking at.
Fuel scooping complete.
Already discovered. That's the thing. From system to system, you never know. You know, like I said about trajectories and paths that people tend to take. Here's an example where I'm back onto something that was fully discovered after just seeing something that was, you know, 3 undiscovered suns, 3 undiscovered stars that I chose to just pass right by, and it was a fuel scooping system. It all depends on the mix of jump range, you know, the specific 40 whatever, point whatever, or whatever lower that you get in the mix that it plots makes all the difference between the undiscovered and discovered. That's why I'm going out specifically to my first Earth-like discovery neighborhood there, and I'm just going to start looking around. I'm going to explore. I'm going to see what all is out there. There's landable systems in
Fuel scoop disengaged.
I want to get back in and get some fuel there.
Fuel scooping.
There's probably other undiscovereds out there, because that's kind of far out, and I was off the plane. I was totally off the plane of the elliptic there. This is even the secondary star and stuff is all discovered. There's nothing exciting going on there. That's just they're in a binary orbit.
Fuel scooping complete.
So you always got to look at those dark patches and see if there's actually a black hole there. I've never discovered a black hole. That's kind of my next, you know, like, hey, that'd be cool to get on my chart, but
Frameshift drive charging.
who knows where to look. I'm not sure where to look for those. I have to do research and discover what are potentially likely systems to find those. The word on that might be farther out than I've been ever before, like maybe out by, you know, Colonia or Sag A. I mean, those are popular areas, so away from the tourist part of it, you know, but those equivalent distances before you actually find something like a black hole. Or it might be in the neighborhood and nobody's found it yet because it's a weird plot distance, you know, or the only thing in the system, and somebody who's a bunch of people who've only KGB foam missed it because it's the only thing in there and it's not going to plot, you know. Did I bong? I didn't bong. Bong is the D-scanner. Bong.
Fuel scooping complete.
44.7.
Frameshift drive charging.
Am I below 100? At 100. This 100. This is the 100 mark. So I just did only 20 jumps of the trip. Fourth of the way. Fifth of the way. Yeah, fifth of the way.
Fuel scooping.
Oh, excuse me, yawning. Oh, wait. Is that an Earth-like? No.
Fuel scooping complete.
It's high metal, and it's been discovered. And I'm not going out there. Somebody already been there anyways. Fuel scoop complete. Okay, this guy's gonna pull away a little bit. Hey, co-pilot, what up, buddy boy? Just enough to get out of the corona there, whatever that's called.
Frameshift drive charging.
All of a sudden, I'm sniffing.
Fuel scooping.
Yeah. Lazy. That's okay. I'm not gonna do it either.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
I saw the unidentified signal source there at the last second. I tend not to go into those because my banks of materials and all that crap are almost full anyways. And the only thing I've ever found in there is like data signals, shit like that, or bad guys. And I have no weapons, so if I find bad guys, all I can do is run. So why go in the first place? That's what I'm saying.
Fuel scooping.
One other objects.
Fuel scooping complete.
It's just a way station. 'Cause I doubt that other object is a Earth-like planet. Unlikely. It's the one object. Okay, I misunderstood the thing. Boom.
Frameshift drive charging.
$98, $97. 97 bottles of beer on the one, 97 bottles of late beer. Let's start on that bullshit. That would suck. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Fuel scooping.
Okay, that has potential for okay, discovered, bunch of high density, bunch of pretty gas giants too far out for anybody to bother.
Fuel scooping complete.
That's the thing, they're not that far out. Let's see if I can spot them from here. 2,000 is practically on top of them. People just don't freaking realize. I mean, it might not be worth going in all the way for the little rocks, but I'm losing my travel discipline. Oh, I wanted to go just out there and not go look at rocks, but I like to go look at rocks too. Or gas giants, anyways. The ring systems and the way that sometimes the planets interact with them. Imagine it'll start scanning around 700 or 800. Oh, 2,000 out. Oh shit. I don't even have to go that far then. Slow down a little bit here so I can do the others that way too. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Water-based life. Well, that's a good one. That'll actually turn in for some good
See you in the black, Commander 07.
07, sir or madam. Enjoy. Yeah, there's just they're too far out. I'm gonna leave them for some other happy person.
Frameshift drive charging.
Of rocks.
Fuel scooping complete.
This is all undiscovered. Oh well, shit. I'll take the first one. Take the first hit. Let's see here. Hello. I'm gonna scan you. I'll also take that golden planet that I saw in the system map. Maybe a few others, we'll see. Definitely that golden one. At least it looks like a little planet. I don't think that's no sun. Star, whatever. We'll have to go in close though, I think. Sure looked bright on the system map, though. But that might just be the system map. Yeah, it's going to overfly it if I'm not careful. It's a moon. That's an old moon. Rocky body. You say it, baby. Send some here to get your parent. Probably also just a rocky body. Or a ball of ice, one or the other. High metal content. Well, that'll be worth 1,000 credits or so. I don't need anything else in here, I don't think. Save the rest of it for whoever else wants to scan it. That's how much I care. Yeah. Unless this is within viewable range. Case in point where I kind of just want to get where I'm going. Hey, other co-pilot, how are you, baby? A lot of these big stars get scanned from significant distance, and I've got like long range on my scanners, so I can pop them like this without really traveling out, you know, to see them. If it takes too long, I don't want to hang out that long. I want to get where the hell I'm going, as I've said about 20 times already. Yeah, see, this one isn't going to scan. 21, I mean, I could be there in about 5 minutes. I don't care to take the 5 minutes even to go visit. I'm going to go heading for Marque's World. I want to get to Marque's World again, and I'm 95 jumps away, so I don't even, there's no base out there or anything. I'm just gonna, you know, settle down on a planet each night. I intend to spend this today, tonight, and maybe part of tomorrow explore it out there. It depends on what. I didn't stop last time, so I don't know what all is around there to explore. If there's nothing, like if everything's found, I'm not gonna hang out. Within reason. I'm going to do at least tonight, though. The idea is to gather exploration data, take back for money, because I need the bucks to build up other birds here. I'm going to turn back into the stream a little bit here for some fuel scoopy goodness. Not too much.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yep. Looked here, I think, or did I not look here? Yep, see already back in track with the last system I was in was totally mine to have. Anything I wanted to scan. Here it's, you know, piecemeal again. Oops.
Frameshift drive charging.
I like how it says it's anarchy. It's not anarchy, it's, well, it is anarchy. It's the lack of any government at all. I guess that's what the definition is. But if there's no people there, there's no government, you know, as it is. I think it should be, you know, something other than anarchy. I guess anarchy describes the governmental system of no government, but there's no one there to govern, is I guess what I'm getting at. Picky, I know. I'm not even taking time to stop. I'm gonna get out of the heat zone first before because it's already at 70. System map. Zoom away from there and see what's what here. See. Can't not. Right, pal? That's the explorer in me. I gotta scan them. Gotta scan them and see what they is. Yeah.
So what is this game?
This is called Elite Dangerous. It is a space exploration trading combat simulator. It's right now I'm out exploring in parts of the galaxy where no one has explored. See, it says unexplored on the thing there. I'll turn that in for data, and of the million or so people that are playing the game, whatever it is, hundreds of thousands, let's say at the minimum, no one else in the entire game has seen these objects. I'll turn them in, and they get a tag with my name on them. Let's see here. Fairly representative, or fairly realistic representation of the galaxy. All the dots down here are the area where people are now. Like, you'll find the planet Earth in the Sol system somewhere in this pile here. I don't see exactly where it is. And in any case, I'm out here. I'm heading out here.
So a better No Man's Sky.
So a better No Man's Sky, exactly. Predates No Man's Sky. I was hoping No Man's Sky would be something like this. And it didn't turn out to be the case, and it was sad that that was true. I still like No Man's Sky for the beautiful stuff that it provided. You know what I mean? I don't want to knock it for everything, because it is beautiful, but there was just so much disappointment in what they didn't give us that they said they were gonna. I think that was No Man's Sky's downfall. I think was that there was disappointment. They promised too much. This is what it is, and the Elite brand, this is Elite Dangerous, which is just the latest in the games. The Elite brand has been around since the 1980s. Original, like, wireframe planets and spaceships and that. I mean, it's not wireframe anymore. This is the bird that I'm flying right now. A little dark, I know, I'm sorry.
So what's the story? How do you fit in the game?
You fit in the game however you want to fit in the game. It is a sandbox. It's a simulation. So you start out with a basic spacecraft that's fully equipped, and you can, there's training missions and stuff like that, and then you can trade. You can go fight, collect bounties. You can go become a pirate. You become what you want to become and do whatever you want to do in the game, and define for yourself how you quote-unquote win. For me, I'm not sure how you found me. You're probably on YouTube, found me via YouTube, because I'm assuming because my Twitter feed is all about Elite Dangerous, and I would assume that if you got through there, that you would know. You'd know what Elite Dangerous was, I think, if you were there. I'm assuming either PlayStation or YouTube. That being the case, I lost my train of thought. Let me jump to the next system that I'm going to, because right now I was collecting the ones that collecting planets for discovery, but really what I'm doing is I'm trying to go these next 93 jumps out to a planet, a Earth-like planet. In other words, if a colony wanted to, they could go out there and establish a base.
I found it in PlayStation Plus.
I'm sorry, the computer was talking at the same time that you spoke. Let me pull up the... Don't repeat yourself. I'll pull up the app here and see what you said in the Twitter, in the YouTube feed. Let me make sure I'm not going to crash into the start. Yeah.
Getting a feel for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you sort of get the idea of, well, what you're seeing is really just the exploration aspect. I jump into a system, you scan it, that's the scanner going off. I discovered 10 bodies in the system. I pull up the system map, and okay, if I wanted to, I could make these
Fuel
all
scooping complete.
brand new discoveries by me. I might go and scan the sun. The other stuff out there, I derogatorily call rocks. If I went out there and scanned them, I'd get a couple of thousand credits. Not really worth it if I'm going somewhere. And like I said, I'm going to that first Earth-like planet that I ever
Like
discovered.
online.
Yeah, a little bit like EVE Online. A little bit like EVE Online. There's other people out there. I mean, there's a couple of different ways to play. You could play in open. You could play in...
Frameshift drive charging.
make sure I'm not going to crash into Star on the way out of the system. Oh, see, I fucked up. I jumped when I was too hot. I'm not going to take too much damage, but I'm going to take some damage on the way out. See, the heat in the scanner in the bottom says 110 heat damage. Oh, shit, because I'm not paying any damn attention. Screw me. Sorry. I'm over here looking at my phone reading your text. Or reading the text that you're typing in chat because I couldn't hear what it had said. Yes, like EVE Online, except for EVE Online has, I think, a much larger community. Surprisingly, I think that's actually still the case. Let me scan this and see how much damage I actually took. Shit. 97, 99, 98. Okay, I'm still fine. I took a little bit of damage, but nothing that I can't, accommodate for. But I'm wondering what these 29 things in this system are now. And if I see anything that's anything other than a little piece of rock. See, somebody else has been here before me. See, it says first discovered by Pendergast. He's been here already. And then other people have actually... He probably was flying through, and then these other person, Nicola J, discovered these planets. And I can see that they were here first. So I'm not going to bother looking. This one, though, no one's looked at. I could scan that and turn that in for data, for credits. See, somebody already has done the same thing that I do, which is fly around and look for the ones that aren't hit yet that are within a decent range. That one's too far out. 11,000 light seconds is like 5 minutes. I know it doesn't sound like minutes of travel time in system when I could be jumping to where I want to go next. Which is wherever this is. Got to get around the sun and trigger that. Luckily this time I wasn't paying attention whether or not I was within fuel scooping range. That's what happened last time with the ship catching fire. I was within fuel scooping range, which is the refueling at a star. And like your hyperdrive, your frame shift drive is what they call it here, builds up about 20% internal heat when you charge it up. So I was already too hot because I was close to the sun, and I added too much to it, and it like cascades. So that's what happened there, but it was only happened because I wasn't paying attention, essentially. See my bar on the lower right there showing pulsing like that, orange, white, and then black. The orange is fuel tank, white is to the next jump. That's how much fuel it's going to take. The black is what's empty. You can see my fuel meter at the top says 303. I can go up to 494 on this fuel scoop for like the rate at which it's drawing stuff in. All discovered. I bet you that's probably not worth going to. I really just want to get to my next 90 jumps here and get to my planet. So unless something that looks like an Earth-like or a water world pops up, I'm not even going to bother stopping and scanning. So I see it's the middle thing in the top middle there disappeared. The heat scoop is retracted and all that. Heat's down, I could jump, and it shouldn't go above maybe 60, 61. And that's, I won't burn any modules that way. But I do have a field maintenance kit, so if I land on a planet I might turn off some of my modules and do a repair, and then takes materials and all that jazz to refuel and be almost good as new, for the next leg of the journey or whatever. If there's no base out wherever I'm going, which is the case here. There's no base out where I'm going at all. No stations to land at. And it's not like No Man's Sky where there's habitable planets to land on and you can walk around on. You're in a buggy and it's all airless moons. The breathable planets are supposedly coming later. I didn't bother taking the full refuel on that because I'm well within my margin of error. I've mapped a route specifically that I'm only going to go to places where it'll let me refuel. See, these are almost worth getting. I'm going to get these because they're big. I should be able to scan them from basically here. Right. And it's probably a couple 100,000 credits, and those add up. That's like killing one decent pirate. If you came to me via YouTube, you'll see on my stream that I stream a lot of my stuff in the game. You can find stuff like bounty hunting and stuff like that too, to see different aspects of what kind of stuff people do in the game. I did some mining the other day, and there's also, like I said, trading and stuff. You'll see trading in the mining episodes, bounty hunting. There's factions. There's the Imperials, which is I'm an Imperial. There's the Federation and the Alliance. They're at war, and so I'm a soldier in that war. Right now, just out exploring, but I do like to hunt. Well, NPCs essentially. I tend not to try and harass other players because I find it rude when it's done to me. So some people enjoy that. Some people enjoy that, and I don't. So it is what it is. This other one may be too far out to scan because it's kind of tiny. It might not be. I'll just get a little closer. It'll scan probably at 1,000. Maybe a little sooner.
Death to the Imperials. Federation will rule with an iron fist. 07.
Yeah. Hail the Emperor, bask in her glory. 07. There's a friendly rivalry, I guess, huh? And I'm sure if you came across me here in world, you'd be able to kill me, or without. Well, I'd be wanted enemy on your radar. I'm flying my Orissa Duval freak flag, so I'm surprised. I'm going to go really far in to scan this one. Did I select maybe the moon instead of the star?
Nah, I don't kill players, LOL.
Yeah, me neither. There it is. Get out of Dodge. I got 89 jumps to go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, that's the Cat's Paw straight ahead. The black dot on the horizon is the Cat's Paw Nebula. I'm heading about 4/5, 5/6 of the way there. 5,200 light years from the bubble. to a place that I discovered, Earth-like that I discovered, that I want to go back and explore the neighborhood.
View skipping.
Nice little trip.
Yeah, fun little trip for, it's going to be an overnighter. I don't bother scanning rocks. If I'm not making,
Complete.
they're not, it's just not worth the 2 minutes it takes to fly over to them. You know?
Frameshift drive charging.
I do the suns, I do the gas giants. If I see a high density, I might do those. Water, for sure. Earth-like, for sure. Ammonia, for sure.
4, 3, 2,
Never seen a black hole that wasn't discovered, but I would definitely scan one of those if I came across it. Neutron star or whatever, etc. Most normal stars even, I might even just leave at like the primary when I hit them. I've done that a couple times this trip, I think. Just depends.
view skipping.
It will be cool when we get space anomalies.
Yeah, it will. I'm looking forward to the Explorers update that they've been talking about. Ooh, look at this. A sun and a bunch of gas giants. Oh, holy cow. Nice. Probably too far out there. No, look at that. These are all mine. I gotta stop. I'm not gonna do the moons. I'll leave the moons because I don't give a shit. But I'm gonna do the rest. Let's see here. Oops, I didn't select it.
All nice and close.
That's what I'm saying. I might probably be able to get them all just from where I'm at. Might just have to leave the plane, the elliptic here, and just get above it and scan it. Oops, got out of alignment.
Engineered scanner.
Yeah, it's a long-range scanner. The big ones I can get like 2,000 light seconds out. Gas giants. Class whatever, 4, whatever it is, 5. That's a class 1 and I got it at 4,100. Or 415 I should say. 538. That's, I think, also going to be a class 1. Maybe on the other side of the nuts. Right there. Really wish that the PSVR worked with this. That's what my ultimate dream is to be flying in this galaxy with it wrapped around my skull. And just, you know, it works on the PC. I'm even tempted to buy a freaking PC for the first time in my life. I'm a Mac guy. I'd be tempted to buy a PC and the Oculus Rift just to play this fucking game. Just for this experience with it wrapped around my skull. But the minimum price tag for that is about $2,000, and I'm a little hesitant to...
I would get the VR if they made it work.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. So I've barely moved from the sun, and I'm able to scan all these so far.
I got the HOTAS and it's awesome for PS4.
Yeah, that's what I'm using as well. I'm hooked up with the HOTAS. I got it. I mounted it to. I took a lawn chair, a reclining lawn chair with pads and all that jazz, and screwed 2 boards in on the arms, and I attached the HOTAS across the lap. The cats don't seem to mind the cable.
Do you
Cats are
have
like,
a keyboard?
no, I don't. I use my phone, which has iPhone has a PlayStation app. PlayStation app works as a second keyboard, and you could type like a text or hit the. I use an iPhone, so you can hit the microphone and talk to it, and it will actually do a chat. Like here, check this out. Can we pull up the app? Let's see. Actually, well. I don't have any means of doing that. Well, you can the same way you could talk to Siri and all that. You could talk to, make it fill in a chat window, and then submit that. So I can the first message there that was on the. Hold on a second. 1014 light seconds out. I spoke that into the phone, and it typed it into the YouTube chat. You know? But for all
That's
the
a great tip, thanks.
yeah, you betcha, you betcha. Really helpful if you do things like the Road to Riches and you need to put in a specific system name, and and it's like, row 759 right? It's like, what the hell? I don't want to type all that shit on this little PlayStation keyboard here. You can copy paste from a web page into the app, and then is that the last planet here? I got one more. That one's gonna be out of range. Yep. And just paste it in on those, the search field in the galaxy map. And you never have to type these weird ass system names again. And I don't know if you've ever done Road to Riches or not, but that's like the close to the bubble version of what I'm doing here. I'm out exploring, finding
My
new.
kid will love it too. Emoji happy tears.
Yeah, that's awesome. It said emoji happy tears. The voice said. That's funny. Come on, scan. It's gonna be about 1,000. No, smaller than that. This is a small one. 600. And I'm staying within, general cruise speeds. I'm not trying to, land or anything here, so. Smaller than 600? Okay. What the hell is this? Okay, I thought it was a gas giant, but it's not. It's like a rocky body with a ring system. Kind of a weird looking. Oops. Strangely elongated trail there. I don't understand what I'm seeing. I can't get above it yet. Oh, it's got a bunch of satellites. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. The plane elliptic.
Have you gone to Colonia yet?
No, I haven't gone to Colonia yet. It's on my list of things to do, but I just haven't. Up until I'm week 6, I think, with my power play. I'm with Arissa to get the Imperial hammers, and so I got those like 2 weeks ago, and I've been doing a lot of bounty hunting and stuff, playing with those, trying to get everything balanced on my my Imperial Eagle. That's that. I'm gonna jump out of here, get out of my way, because I got 87 jumps to go.
Frameshift drive charging.
But all that stuff's worth money, so I mean, if it's undiscovered, I'm gonna spend a few minutes to find what's there. At least the main star, usually.
How did you like the power play element?
I like power play. It's a little I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's a lot of merchant stuff, right? You're hauling around these materials to rank up with in merits to be able to get the different ranks. There's a fighting ability, capability, I guess, depending on what type of system you go to. But I tend to be more of an explorer and tend to have cargo hold rather than a good fighting vehicle. That said, I am learning combat, so I mean, I'm like an expert, I think. Wow, look at this place. It's all discovered, of course. Second sun isn't. It's on the other side of this thing, though. 24K, I'm not going out there. Sorry, distracted. That's not what I wanted to trigger. I wanted to trigger this. Starting to get space madness.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, Awcocks. Yeah, I think I've been to this area, or this designation area a little bit.
Hey, I'm also dabbling in combat, Python mostly. Just got Anaconda last night, so need to get some modules and engineer it.
Wow, nice! Congratulations, congratulations! I have about 12 different ships spread all over that. So maybe if I started to set, what the hell was that? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so it put me a little further out because of the binary system here. I don't have enough for an Anaconda is what I was getting at. I would like to eventually get one, but right now I tend to spread out, you know what I mean? A binary and a second binary. That's interesting.
Complete.
I did the Palin missions all week to get the money for it.
Nice. Yeah, that's one of the things. One of the reasons I'm going. Well, I've already done this. That the reason that I took the trip where I found this Earth-like planet in the first place was that I was doing Palin trips. I didn't realize that I didn't even have Quint unlocked yet, and I need to go up through that still. So I'm trying to find modular terminals as well. No missions offering them. I don't know what to do about it. So I said, fuck it, I'm just going to go play, essentially. And they'll come to me eventually, and then I'll unlock Palin and da-da-da, you know. But yeah, that's my goal, too, is to do Palin missions to, first off, for all that Thargoid yumminess, and then be able to buy my Anaconda. And fit it out, A-rate, engineer, yada-da, you know. Well, this is interesting. Another set like that, and this looks undiscovered. Something about this feels undiscovered.
Oh yeah, I think the missions are dropping stuff better now. Go to high-tech systems.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to end up doing. What do we got here? Okay, they're found, though. Interesting. Something about that told me that there was no one. That's funny. Everything's. Somebody was through here with a fine-tooth comb, actually. So. Blah.
Frameshift drive charging.
Not even gonna bother juicing up on this one. I can make the next couple of jumps even if I had to. I'll just fuel up at the next one. Bird's got legs. Almost 50 light year jump.
There was something on forum about it, and I was getting exquisite focus crystals on every station for at least one mission.
Well, that's good. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Let's see what we got here. See, I could have this one if I want it. I'll take the star, but it doesn't look. Oop, didn't look like there was nothing else there worth getting. Bunch of fucking
Fuel
rocks.
scooping complete.
All right. Nothing worth looking at. But I will take this.
Gotta run. See ya in the black.
Have a good one, Commander.
Frameshift drive charging.
It's actually a little dangerous.
Are you on PS4, Xbox, or PC?
This is PS4. 'Cause too many buttons to hit. Even for the next guy.
Fuel scooping complete.
Just want to get where I'm going, which is 82 jumps away. Which is the first Earth-like I ever discovered. Marque's world.
Frameshift drive charging.
Looks like I'm in the dark area. What do they call it? A rift, maybe, between the spiral arms. I'll check out the galaxy map next time and see exactly where I am along the route. 82, so about a quarter, third of the way.
Fuel scooping.
Park myself about right here. Check this first. You never know when it's going to be something juicy. It's really just more undiscovered stars. Then I can check a galaxy map and see where I'm at. So the bubbles on the
Fuel
on the
scooping
bottom,
complete.
and I'm going out to there. Looks like I'm pretty much in the rift at the moment, or at the beginning of the rift, I guess. Yeah, a lot of freaking bookmarks there. Sorry. Not sure how to turn that off. There. So yeah, I'm just entering the rift. Somewhere around in here there's a station, like right around in here. Road to Colonia. There it is. So yeah, real close to where I am right now is a station. Where'd it go? Not real close, but close enough. If I wanted to, I could hit that on the way through to like kind of have just a... Matter of fact, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Let's reroute just to change things up a little bit. It looks... So that's the last stop. That's the last civilization before... I mean, this is further, you know. than where I'm going. So, let's see. Nah, fuck it. Let's just keep going. I don't care. I was thinking I could use the brig to go take a leak, but the show must go on.
Cannot
Ooh.
reply.
Oh, because I've been dicking around with my clicky boos. 81 jumps to go, so let me go. I had unmapped it. 666 light years? Is that what that said? 605, okay. Is that where I want to go? No, I want to go to... It might be, but I want to go this way. Or black. See, it wasn't. Replot. That's an interesting idea. Now that I'm partway out there. $3,500 to go. Oh, 5,200. Ah, so it kind of changed things up a bit. Let's see what it did there. Okay, off we go. 49.54 is my max.
Frameshift drive charging.
I think I was still mapped to KGB foam. Hit it and check.
4, 3, 2,
I've done that before. Dicked around with my routing and ended up not going to places that are fuel scoopable and ending up in the middle of... I didn't have to relaunch or anything, you know. No fuel rats were involved, but it got hairy. That's all I'll say. No astronomical objects. Okay, well that's fine. Let's just double check that MK foam. KGB foam. Yes, good. Okay.
fuel scooping complete.
Just the one. Someone's been here before.
Frameshift drive charging.
Friendship drive charging. More cocks, bro. Sounds like a very strange fraternity.
Fuel scooping.
Let's see what we got. Okay, what do we got now? That's interesting. Someone's been here
Fuel
before.
scooping complete.
Bunch of discovered. Everything's discovered, but some of this looks like I might want to scan it. Okay, I think this is a high density. This might be a water world. Not a water world, let's just go look. Trying to learn to identify them by the tone they make in the system map. Supposedly that's possible. Like what type they are by the tone they make on that system map thing. Earth-like. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. No, high metal content. Well, enough dicking around with that. Let's get where we're going.
Frameshift drive charging.
If you're watching me on YouTube, I'm not above asking for click a subscribe button. I'm looking to get 100 viewers, or 100 subscribers, so I can get a custom URL. Right now, it's just YouTube string of numbers like Command Marque squared. I got 3 followers currently.
View skipping. View skipping complete.
All undiscovered. Oh, what do we got here? What do we have here? We have well, that's probably high metal density, but it looks... Jiminy Crickets, that looks like a frickin' Earth-like. Undiscovered. I'll come back and get the star. I think it's just a high metal. I do need to find some place to land. Or not necessarily land, but take a pause and head back to the water closet in the back of the ship here and do my business. Didn't install the catheter today. That's a joke, son. They missed it. Times at local 124. I'm not gonna talk out of character. Check how long the stream's been going, because I need to keep that under control here too. I want to keep it in 2-hour blocks. It says 23 minutes, but I don't think so. No, 1 hour 46. So I'm gonna have to reset my stream in about 15 minutes anyways. I don't have to, I don't think, but I want to keep it so that I've got... I think YouTube only gives me 2-hour time blocks to save a video, and it starts cutting off the front end of a live stream to make room for the end of it. I'd rather have everything because it's kind of keeping it as a captain's log or a diary. So I tend to make my streams less than 2 hours long. It's at 146 or so now, so I may scan this, see what's what, and then maybe put down on one of these planets just to, excuse me, to be able to reset the stream and go to the bathroom and maybe grab a bite to eat, and then be back for the last 78 jumps, which is only about an hour. And 2 hours again, maybe, because the way I do this is, well, this is a little less than halfway. A little less than halfway. 120 is the amount of jumps that I started at. So, yeah, and it took me 2 hours to do that, so it's probably going to be another 2.5 hours or so to get the rest of the way. Unless I start finding cool stuff like this, in which case I tend to start exploring, and it could be forever, you know. It won't be forever, but you know what I mean. Getting down to the gravity well here. Let me pop this scanner. Definitely don't want to hit that little star there. Look at that little red hot sucker. Okay, it's tiny. Doesn't look like a water world or an earth like. I'm betting high metal. I say that because I don't see any waves in the radar on the left. What do you want to call that? High metal content, yeah. So I don't really care. Let's see here. Now let me because the one right next door is landable. That's 7,000 light seconds out, though. Is that true? No, it's only 110. So I'll discover it, and then I'll land on it, and I'm going to cut the stream, go have some lunch, do that, and then be back in about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Part 2. Check it, make sure it's not like a super gravity world or something, end up crashing. That would suck. Check it, because I'm now paranoid of such things. 0.28 gravity, it's fine. Less than a third mass of Earth. That's way too fast. Bring that way down. Doesn't really matter where. Light side preferably, so I can see. Dark patch, that's kind of interesting. There's a crater. Yeah, let's land in the dark patch. Let's land, yeah.
Orbital flight engaged.
Too concerned with where. I don't have any. Oh, actually, what is this light patch in the dark patch? Let's see something there. Let's see. any specific place I want to land, because there really is no bases or anything out here to target, but I don't know that for certain. There's a light patch here that I'm going to go investigate. I'm not even mass locked yet.
Landing gear deployed.
I'm at 3 kilometers. I'm not even mass locked yet. Unsuitable terrain. That's fine to me. Flat to me. What's your problem, Ace? Why is it unsuitable? There was some angle that I was seeing that would allow it. It's fucking cruising along at 7 meters above the surface here. I had a suitable terrain there for a second. There it was. Come on. Hey, pussycat. Dead, he's about to crash. Exactly what I need is you to land right now. Yes. Oh, yes, baby. Of course, right as Daddy's landing. Yes, but it worked. Thank you. I needed your good luck. It's a good kitty. It's a good kitty. Yeah. Co-pilot. Okay, we are down. And of course, now I want to get up and go take a leak, and the cat just sat on my lap. Ain't a good girl. Of course. Of course. Ain't a baby. Gonna purr for the microphone? Or are you gonna chew on it? I think you're gonna chew on it. That's a good girl. Yeah. Okay, so I'm landed. I'm gonna go. Well, let's see. Paint's starting to show some wear and tear. That's my baby, the Fast Rider. Fast Rider. Nothing exciting to see on this planet, clearly. But that's it for now, I think. I'm going to close the stream and start back up in maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. Thanks for watching me.